You ready, babe? Hey guys, it's Jill here from Lavender & Friends, your source of essential oil education and inspiration. Tonight is a Q&A, which means it's a chance for you guys to ask me any questions you want about anything doTERRA related or essential oil related or business related. Now, I don't know how many people will end up watching. It is right in between Christmas and New Year's, in that weird, awkward week where you don't really know what day it is or what you're doing or what time it is, and you're just eating a lot of cheese. I don't know about you, that's my story right now. But I figured I'd still jump on. I'd have a bit of a chat with you guys. We could have a bit of fun. So as a prize, if you ask a question, yes, I am bribing you guys to interact with me. If you ask a question, you'll go in the draw to win a free diffuser necklace. So I'll share a bit about the diffuser necklace in a second. And hi, Chrissy! Yay! Someone's on here with me. I was a bit worried I'd be all alone. And we can, actually, you know what? We'll have a look at diffuser jewelry tonight to start off with, because it's something I think is a really fun way to use your oils, and it's a really easy way to use your oils, and it's also a really sneaky, subtle way to oil up your friends and family with diffuser jewelry. So I'll share a bit about my diffuser jewelry. So what I usually wear is, this is actually a diffuser bracelet. So this is a lava stone. So who here has any lava stone? You might have it as a necklace, earrings, rings. Does anyone own any lava stone jewelry? And the cool thing about this stone is it's porous. So you can actually put a drop of oil on it, and then you will be smelling the oil throughout the day, and it also will be rubbing into your skin. So a couple of tips with this. The first of all, make sure you put an oil that is safe to be applied on your skin. I wouldn't be recommending cinnamon or oregano. Pretty hot oils will not feel very nice on your skin. Another tip as well is, you don't want to be putting the oil directly on the bead, and the reason is it will then drip onto, if it has a what's this stuff called, elastic, it can weaken the elastic and it can break. What you can do is put it on your finger and then just gently massage it on the edge of the bead. Now, I will give a couple of shout outs. The first is to Golden Light Designs. So she is an amazing crystal jeweler. If you are into crystals, then trust me, she's your girl. And we actually ran some diffuser bracelet making workshops together. So she came and talked about crystals, I talked about oils, and then we got to make the bracelets together. So this is one of the bracelets we made. Another shout out, if you are like me and you've had your elastic snap a few times, there's an amazing place called House of Aloha, and she makes beautiful diffuser bracelets with wire, so it's not going to break really easy. So that's another place you can check out on Facebook as well. Now Chrissy's got hi Sally, Chrissy's got a few questions as well. Hi Susie. All right, Chrissy, what oils would you suggest for heat rash and the best ways to apply it? Now, I'm assuming by heat rash, you mean just like you've gotten too hot and you've got a bit of a rash. I don't actually know the answer to this. This is a really good example of how, when you don't necessarily know the answer, you can look it up using the reference book. So there's two books that I recommend everyone have. The first one is Modern Essentials, and the second one is The Essential Life. Both of them do also come as an app as well. So I'm going to log into the app and I'm going to have a look and see what it says for heat rash. So I'll do my Essential Life app because I love it. That's what it looks like. And yes, my phone has a giant crack in it. Perks of having a 4-year-old. So what you do is you simply log in. I'm searching for heat rash, heat stroke, overheated, and heat exhaustion. It doesn't actually have heat rash in here. So what I'll do instead is look up rash. And it says rashes, and then I'll also look up heat stroke and see if there's any suggestions, correlations. So for rash, suggestions are lavender. Obviously, lavender's super calming, super soothing to the skin. Neroli is another one that comes as a roller. It's diluted with a carrier oil. Cedarwood, those are all topical. Zendocrine is suggested to take internally. Now, Zendocrine is actually a detoxification blend. So I'm guessing that would be more in reference to if you're having a rash, maybe a reaction to something you've eaten, it's helping you to detox. Salubel Immortelle as well, which is the beauty blend. And yep, okay. So So then if we look at heat or heat stroke, say overheated, heat stroke, heat exhaustion, it's got things to cool you are eucalyptus is cooling, lemon, lime, peppermint. Okay, so personally, I think if it was heat stroke, lots of water and maybe some lavender. Maybe you could put some, actually, this is a cool thing. You can buy little spray tops. So that's a spray top you put on an empty bottle, and you could mix maybe some lavender and water and spray it onto the area to kind of give it a bit of relief would be my suggestion. Now, was wondering how many drops of Smart and Sassy and can I put in a veggie drop to take every day? That's a great question, Susie. So Smart and Sassy is the metabolic blend, and it's, look, to be honest, at this time of the year, I really should be using it a bit more because it helps with metabolism. It helps with regulating your blood sugar. It helps with cravings. Probably should be using it more at this point. And in terms of how many drops, it is a bit of a personal thing. I can only do like 1 drop in water if I'm drinking it because I find it pretty intense. I have one friend who will literally do 8 drops and like chug it like it's like just she doesn't get bothered by it. Now, in terms of how much oils are safe to take in a 24-hour period, I'm just going to jump on my computer because Dr. Hill recommended oil maximums. I'm just looking this up because Dr. Hill is the head of the medical advisory board for doTERRA, and he actually did a post about the recommended ideal amount. So if you Google recommended ideal amounts doTERRA, you'll actually find this blog post, which I'll actually pop in the comments. Oh, the wonders of modern technology. There we go. All right, there you go. Now I can see that results. So as you can see, for an adult internally in a 24-hour period, the maximum you would want to take is 12 to 24 drops. Yes, you could pop them in a veggie cap and take it internally. You always want to read the labels before you do take any oils internally, and Smart and Sassy is one that is recommended for that. And if you were to pop it in a veggie cap, then yeah, 12 to 24 drops would be what you'd be looking for. Now, when making your own concoctions, what size bottles do you prefer to use? Great question, Joe. I love it. I like 5 ml rollers. Couple of different reasons. Firstly, because they're smaller, which means I can sort of give the recipe a bit of a test out and not have to use heaps. So maybe if I find that I don't actually like the recipe, then I haven't just wasted 10 mils of my oil. Second reason is I teach a lot of make and take classes, and when I do my make and take classes, we always use the 5 ml bottles. And quite frankly, I have a very tiny storage area and I don't have a lot of space. So I find it's easier just to have stock one size. So I use the 5 ml ones. So when I'm talking about rollers, in case you're not quite sure what I mean, it is basically a bottle like this. So you have a roller, so that's the actual glass bottle, it's 5 ml. Always get the thick glass, guys, seriously, thick glass, way better. The thin glass I have dropped and they shattered. I have had these hurled across a room on tiles, not a dent. So they're much more sturdy than the thin glass ones. They come with a top like this, so it's got a metal ball in it, so you just push it in like that, and then they have a cap like that. So these are the 5 ml rollers I use. I do actually sell these on my website, so if you go to www.lavenderandfriends.com, if you go to the accessories store, you'll actually see the rainbow rollers, and I'm really excited because I've got 2 new colors in. How pretty are these? So I still have, let's stick them all out. So I still have the pink to yellow, I still have the pink to blue, and I still have purple to orange. So those colors are still in stock, but I have 2 new colors, which is a dark blue to white and a light blue to white. So, quick question for you guys. What's your favorite out of all of these? See if I can hold them all up again. All right, what's your favorite color? Do you like purple to orange? Do you like light blue to white? Do you like pink to blue? Do you like yellow to pink? Or do you like a navy blue to white? What's your favorite? Pop in the comments. I'm just curious. Okay. Hi, Mia. Hello, Chrissy. Best for sunburn. Yes. Yeah. Sunburn, lavender. Lavender is super, super soothing. And you could put in a tiny bit of peppermint as well, because peppermint does give that cooling feeling. And frankincense. Frankincense is another great one for reducing inflammation. Frankincense is amazing, super soothing, smells lovely, will help you stay nice and calm. So you could actually mix up some lavender and some frankincense with some aloe vera gel. I would be doing that and massaging it onto the sunburn. As always, I'm going to be very mummy and say prevention is better than cure. Put sunscreen on, wear a hat, wear your rashi, wear your big hat, because it's much better to protect our skin than try to repair the damage afterwards. But if you do get a bit of sun, then my suggestion would definitely be the lavender and the frankincense. That's what I'd be using personally. All right, so Sally likes yellow to pink, Mia likes light blue to clear, Joe likes yellow to pink, and Chrissy likes purple orange. Oh, cool, you guys all have different tastes. I still haven't decided which one I like best. I like them all. I think they're so pretty. Now, I was going to chat to you guys about diffuser necklaces, but I got distracted by your lovely questions. So keep typing in your questions, and I'll just give you a little rundown of my diffuser jewelry, just because it's so pretty. So these are my beautiful necklaces. So I'll show you what I've got. First one is my mandala, and of course these are all tied together. So first one is my mandala. This one you can buy on my website. For those who buy on the website, it's $25. For those that are enrolled in my team, you guys do get a special price with a pretty significant discount, so send me a message. And that's what it looks like. And what you do is you pop open the lid like that, and there's a felt pad. So you just put a drop of oil on the felt pad, and then you can smell it. The oil lasts, I don't know, 2 to 3 days, I reckon. So it takes about 2 to 3 days, and then you can either put a different pad in. They do come with 5 colors, or you can just rinse it, let it air dry, and add something else on, or you can just layer, add another drop. Now, a couple of tips: no more than 2 drops of oil, because less is more, and you'll actually probably get a really nice little headache if you're not too careful. So with the mandala one, when I first got mine, I decided to put 4 drops of On Guard in it, and within about 5 minutes I had a pretty bad headache. So whenever you do overdose on the oils, that's generally the first sign you've got too much going. You get a bit of a headache, so I just took the diffuser necklace off and hung it somewhere else and didn't wear it until it didn't smell so strongly. So that's my mandala. The next one I have, which is one that I'm super passionate about, is my dragonfly necklace. Now, does anyone know what the dragonfly necklace is for? Has anyone been watching my videos and can tell me what it's about? Pop in the comments. I'm just curious if any of you guys have been paying attention. All right. And I'll share with you another one while you guys just type that up, because I'm curious if anyone's been paying attention. Now, this one is one that's not mine, but I love it. And again, I'm doing a bit of a shout out. If you go on Etsy, there is a lady who runs, her name's Amelia, she's gorgeous, and her name, she runs Love Affair, which is on Etsy. It's an Etsy store, and this is one of the ones that she made, and it's beautiful. So she has lots of these massive lava stones that are like super chunky, and then she popped a little mandala on it, and it's just the most beautiful necklace. And so that's one I got from her, and I want to say it was around $30, $40. But that's one that I just absolutely love to wear. And the one which you guys could be winning if you post a comment, so post a comment and say hi, is my drop necklace. So this is on a shorter chain, so it sits a little bit back there. And this one's a bit different. And this one, I'm going to take it off and show you. So you take it off the chain like that, and then you open it up. Like that, and there's a little pom-pom. So again, you just pop a drop of oil, 1 to 2 drops of oil on that, pop it back in, close it up, and that's how you wear it. So again, you can just swap out what scent you're using, swap out what you're using, keep it nice and simple. So that is the one that I'll be giving away today. So if you pop your questions in, you go in the draw to win this. Or if you desperately, urgently want one and you don't win, you can buy these on my website as well. So that's www.lavenderandfriends.com. Now, back to my dragonfly necklace. Chrissy, correct. It is about domestic violence. So, I am partnered with a local charity called the Outpost Central Coast, and it's about supporting survivors of domestic violence. And they have a thing called the Fearless Warrior Project, which is basically a project about empowering these women to get away from the domestic violence and to stay away. And it's about equipping them with the life skills they need to actually be able to do so. So to have the confidence in themselves, and also just the life skills of, finding a place to stay, finding a job. A lot of these women are fleeing with pretty much whatever they can fit in their car. And it's something that's been really heartbreaking to me to learn about. And I'm very blessed that I have a very loving husband, and I've grown up in a very safe and stable environment that, when you hear these statistics, it makes me so sad. And so I really wanted to find a way that I could support this charity, and at the same time, a way that I could be raising awareness for them as well. So I put my thinking cap on, and we ended up coming up with the idea of the diffuser necklace, because first of all, it's a symbol of the charity. So the dragonfly is actually the charity symbol, and it is also a way that we're asking when people do purchase it that they share a photo on social media of the necklace with the hashtag Fearless Warrior Project, because that's about raising awareness about the work that they do too. So I'm selling these. They are $30 each. 100% of the profit goes to the charity, and I'm also selling it for $50 with a bottle of Citrus Bliss. So if you don't yet have any oils, or you don't yet have Citrus Bliss, you can grab one as a bundle, or you can just buy it on its own. So I really would love it if people wanted to get these, because it would mean the world to me, and also to the Outpost and the women they support. I've been actually providing them with some oils, so when they get women in that need support, I've been providing them with, things like Balance, Forgive, Console, even Orange to be uplifting, and that's something they've all found really beneficial. And so I just love the fact that these oils can make such a difference in people's lives, and that I can support them with my little necklace. So that's a little bit about that necklace as well. And I'm just going to read some of your comments. Oh, Mia. So, good you had sunscreen on, bad you got sunburnt, poor dear. I always get hit by the reflective sunscreen where, it's obviously reflecting off water or a tree, and it hits me at some angle I didn't expect. Now, how do citrus oils go with diffuser jewelry? Chrissy, they smell lovely. I use them I love doing Citrus Bliss. It's one of my favorite citrus oils. I like doing a drop of peppermint and a drop of wild orange. It smells awesome as well. So I found the citrus oils are good. The only thing you have to bear in mind is, as I said at the start with the bracelet, if you're using a lava stone, the oil will obviously then end up on your skin. So you just want to make sure it's not an oil that's going to irritate your skin. With the mandala, and the dragonfly, the back is a solid stainless steel, so the oil would not be touching your skin at all. With the drop, it's not really going to touch your skin, but it's pretty close. So just make sure you're not using any oils that are going to irritate it, I guess. Mia, the Etsy lady is Amelia, and it's called Lava Fair. So let me see if I can find her store super quick and send you the link to that. It's going to take me forever to find that one. I'm not very good at Etsy. Lava Fair. I'll find the link and post it on there. If you're in the Lavender and Friends oil squad, if you just search Lava Fair or Amelia, I'm pretty sure last year she did a Christmas special for those in the squad, so you'll be able to see her details there. I'm pretty sure she's still trading. I haven't heard otherwise, but she has gorgeous pieces, and she's local. She's in Umina, just down in Umina. Oh, that's a good idea. Hanging your diffuser necklace in your car. That's a really good idea, Darlene. That's a good way to do it. Now, Joe, how many diffusers can you use around the house at any time? Oh, that's a good one. We have a diffuser in every room in our house. And honestly, as I said a bit earlier, If you start to get a headache, probably means you've got too many oils going on, too many smells. But generally speaking, you could have, as long as they're not, massively overlapping areas, you could have different blends going in different areas. So for example, in my kids' room, they'll have their sleep blend going. In the playroom, I might have a calming blend. In the kitchen, I might have something uplifting. And then in my husband's study, he might have like a study focus blend on. So there's not really a limit. It just obviously makes sure you're not overloading and putting heaps and heaps of oil in. So for this is the Brevi diffuser. The Brevi, the Petal, I tend to do 4 to 6 drops of oil. For my Lumo, I do around 8 to 10 drops of oil. Generally speaking, if you read the manufacturer's instructions, it will tell you roughly how many drops. And remember as well, our oils are so potent. I mean, some days I just put 1 or 2 drops in, and if you're new, I only tend to do 1 or 2 drops as well, just to get used to the smells and you kind of know what you like and what you don't like. Oh, you bought a diffuser necklace, Shana. That's very lovely. That's good. All right, just give me 1 second. I'm just going to see if I can't find that lava fair thing for you guys, because I hope it's still around, because I've been telling you about it, and she's lovely. There it is. Found it. Found her link. I will share it with you now. Lava Fair. There you go. Me, I just popped the comment for the Lava Fair on for you. All right, so we've got 9 minutes left. This is going to be a short one tonight because, as I said, it's very close to Christmas and New Year's. So if you guys want to pop in there another question, and while you do, I will just quickly share with you. Oops, I'm going to pack that away quickly. I will just quickly share with you, I guess, what we've been diffusing a lot of in my house at the moment, because it's been quite a busy season for us. My gorgeous sister and my brother-in-law are over from the UK, which has been very exciting. They come over every 3 years, so they got to meet my baby. But obviously it's been a bit crazy with so many people around. So a couple of diffuser blends that I've been really loving, would highly recommend. The first one has been Balance and Holiday Peace. Oh my goodness, guys, it's super calming. Like, it's really, really nice. And if you really want to, you can add a drop of frankincense to make it like extra calming. I find that's a really good blend. I find people who aren't used to oils and aren't really familiar with using them can sometimes turn their nose up a bit. And like, I know for me, the smell of Douglas fir makes me go to my happy place. But for a lot of people, they're like, oh, it smells like a tree. And some oils, like even lavender, some people don't necessarily like the smell of lavender, but I've always found Balance is the one oil that almost everyone loves. So I've been doing a lot of Balance, and again, it also is great because it's keeping the kids calm, it's keeping me calm, it's just making everyone nice and chilled out. And then another blend that I've been loving as well has been the classic Peace and Joy, and that's 2 drops frankincense, 2 drops lavender, and 2 drops of wild orange. Again, it's a calming one because it's got that lavender and that frankincense that's going to help you stay nice and chilled out, but then it's also got that wild orange that's going to make you nice and uplifted. Another one that we were doing actually about a couple of days ago. Which morning was it? Anyway, we were diffusing a fair bit. And that's lavender and lemongrass. Just 3 drops of each. I love this one because I find that the lavender is really calming. It's a really nice relaxing one. And then that lemongrass is a bit uplifting, and it kind of just smells, I don't know, it smells like when you walk into a really fancy day spa. And so when I smell it, I just feel like, oh, fancy day spa. So that's another blend that I've been using a fair bit and actually quite enjoyed. Let's go see if you guys questions. So Joe, my website is www.lavenderandfriends.com, and if you go there, you'll also see the accessory store. You'll also see the education, which is all about different information about oils, doTERRA, a business. And if you go to inspiration, you'll see my cooking recipes, cleaning recipes, DIY recipes, all that good stuff is there too. Speaking of cooking, has anyone been using your oils for your Christmas food? Has anyone been cooking with them a bit? I made a pumpkin cheesecake, which was, it's an old family recipe that's been passed down from my great grandma. And I actually used ginger, cinnamon, and, is it just ginger and cinnamon? I think. Yeah, just ginger and cinnamon I used in that one, because it has, and clove, ginger and cinnamon and clove in it. And it tasted amazing, and I was really excited. So I've also did, the other night, I did pina coladas with a drop of lime, which was a bit nice. And also, another drink that I've been loving is Malibu, which is coconut rum. Oh, my brain's gone blank. Cranberry juice, fizzy soda water or mineral water, and a drop of lime. It's another nice one I've been having. So now, Lee, do the scents last a good length of time in a diffuser necklace? I find on my skin some don't last too long. I want to be able to smell them for longer. Yes. So a couple of things I'm going to mention about that, Lee, because you've raised a few points. So the first thing is, when we apply the oils on our skin, they do smell slightly different because everyone has their own natural scent. So the example I love to give is Whisper, which is the perfume blend. Honestly, it smells different on everyone. Now, another thing as well is when we apply scents, there's things called notes. So you have your top notes, which smell quite intense. They're the first thing you smell, but they don't last very long. So that's like a lot of your citruses, their top notes, they just go away really quickly. I'm just trying to see if I can, I actually had a chart, but I've just cleaned up my study, which I'm really excited about, but the chart is no longer just sitting willy-nilly. Oh, wait, hang on, we're in luck, I can see it. Oh. Okay, so where is that bit about the top notes? So you have your top notes. So that's things like you've got basil, bergamot, citrus, eucalyptus, grapefruit, lavender, peppermint. So they're the ones that you smell first and then they pop away really quickly. Then you've got your middle scents. That's things like chamomile, cinnamon, clary sage, geranium, jasmine, rose, and tea tree. So they're the ones you sort of, that are they kind of last a while. And then you've got your base scents or your base notes, and they're the ones that you smell forever. That's things like cedarwood, frankincense, ginger, myrrh, sandalwood, ylang ylang. I find when I put sandalwood on, like I've got a blend that I love that's basically sandalwood, ginger, arbor vitae, and wild orange. The first thing you smell is wild orange. 3 hours later, all you smell is sandalwood. So that's the thing as well. Depending on what oil you're applying is obviously going to be affecting, if it's on your skin, how long you smell it. Another thing I'll point out too is after a while, your brain actually stops smelling things. So your brain is designed to focus on what is a threat. So if something moves, you're going to instantly look at it because it's moving. It could be a threat. It's the same with the smell. When you first smell something, your brain's going to go, what is that smell? Is it burning? Is it dangerous? But once your brain has processed what that is and goes, it's a safe smell, I don't really need to worry about it, you actually stop smelling it. So I have people who say to me, oh, this diffuser doesn't work. After 15 minutes, I can't smell anything. And what I always say is, walk out and walk back in again. And if you go out, smell something else and come back in, you'll actually find you smelled it all of a sudden. And again, it's just because you kind of become acclimatized to that particular smell. So that said, I do find when I put stuff on my necklace, like I put a drop on, generally I'll get about 2 days of it smelling. And I've had times where I've been at a class and I put a drop on like 5 days ago and I pass it around, and if you take a smell, you can still smell that particular fragrance. So, what's good for sinus issues? Ooh, eucalyptus. Are there others? I love Digesten, which may surprise you, but I found Digesten really worked for me. So I just mixed some Digesten with some fractionated coconut oil and very gently applied it down here, making sure we don't get oils in our eyes, in our ears, or up our nose. That's very painful. The other one I love is the allergy support blend, if that's even compliant. Yeah, I like the one that I use to support me when I'm having allergies and having seasonal threats, and that is lemon, lavender, and peppermint. So I have a roller mixed up. Basically every morning I put it on the bottom of my feet, and then during hay fever season, between when the seasons change, so sort of between springtime, I also tend to put it on morning and night as well. And I found those ones were excellent for that as well. The other thing I would suggest is if it's a chronic issue, as I always say, check with your doctor there's not an underlying issue. Sinuses can be structural. There could actually be a structural obstruction. All the oils in the world are not going to restructure your face, so definitely always check with the doctor if it's something that's been recurrent and being quite problematic. Now, Chrissy has made orange and peppermint bliss balls. Yum. Epic yum. Oh, Darlene, you made Toblerone cheesecake with 2 drops of peppermint. I would love if you posted that recipe. That sounds amazing. I love cheesecake. That would be so good. Oh, Shana, you bub sick. Using Purify a lot. It's good. Purify is a great one. But it's a bit of a bummer to have sick kids over Christmas is never fun. Anti-inflammatory. Oh, that's a good point. Thanks, Darlene. Coffee beans. Yes, that's true, Joe. Actually, coffee beans help clear your sinuses. So if you're smelling a lot of smells after a while and you feel like they're all sort of smelling the same, you can smell coffee beans. It helps to clean things out. Joe, I can feel another order to doTERRA coming on. Well, we're nearly into January, so it's nearly time to get your next LRP. Now we're just about to finish up, so I'll just give you guys a couple of quick points. For those of you who are lovers of the Lifelong Vitality Pack like I am, that is doTERRA's amazing supplement range. I always recommend it to everyone because it's just, look, it sort of helps the oils to work better. It just makes sure that your body has the correct vitamins and nutrients and minerals, and it just helps to make sure that you're at your optimum health, so then the oils can come in and work their magic. That will be back in stock in January. So we did sell out in December, which was heartbreaking, but exciting because that means how many people are using it and how many people are benefiting from it. So that's awesome. But it will be coming back in January. The free frankincense promo is going to end on the 31st of December. Now, I haven't done a post yet because I've had wellness consults and getting kids to bed and now this, but I will be doing a post shortly because doTERRA has announced that if you did a loyalty rewards order that was less than 200 points this month, so in December, and you changed your mind and you really do want to get that free frankincense, because who wouldn't? It is an amazing oil. It's super calming. It helps with reducing inflammation. It helps with boosting your immune system. It's amazing for your skin. Like, it's such a brilliant oil. So if you didn't do a 200 point order, if you ring member services and you place another order that totals to 200, so say you did a 120 point order, if you ring up and place an 80 point order between now and the end of December, and you have to do it on you have to call member services to get this done, you get the free frankincense. This is awesome. They've never done this before. So I guess they realize that a lot of people might maybe not put the order through because it's Christmas and they're tight for money, and then they get given money for Christmas and want to, spend that on something. And so they're allowing us to do that, which is so cool. They've never done this before. So I'll be doing a post shortly to let my team know about it. All right, guys, no last questions. As I said, we're going to keep this one really short. Thanks to you all for joining me. If you don't know who I am, I'm Jill. I do Lavender and Friends. I am an essential oil educator. So if you would like to get some oils, if you're ready to get started and you're not currently aligned with another oil educator, I can help you get started. I can help you get your own doTERRA account where you'll get an automatic 25% discount off your oils. You'll also get all the education, support, and training with me directly, which is pretty cool. And to do so, you can simply follow the steps on the pinned post, which is on my Facebook page, or you can go straight to my website, which is www.lavenderandfriends.com, or you can just send me a message. I will be online probably for the next half an hour, so if you had any burning questions that you wanted to ask but didn't want to post it, or maybe you don't get it posted up in time, you can either pop them in the comments or send me a message and we can have a chat later. All right, hope you guys are having an awesome Christmas. Hope you have a super exciting New Year's Eve to look forward to, and I'll chat to you guys later.